Recently, the first direct flight from Bangladesh to Pakistan has landed at the airport and was greeted with a warm welcome. And the ties between both countries are looking to be better, more strengthened, more brotherly. And despite what other people like to say about certain things in the past, people are looking towards the present and the future. And this is something that is positive to see. And hopefully, it's not just flights that are going from Bangladesh to Pakistan or Pakistan to Bangladesh, but other things to strengthen the relationship, whether it's politically, economically, in terms of religious cooperation or other things. And many people have been celebrating. And here we have Daniel Haqiqat, he has posted that picture and then commented, Muslims being able to travel freely across all Muslim nations is a simple thing, but we don't have it yet. Great to see the growing ties between Pakistan and Bangladesh, though. This is something that I have thought about. I've only seen many people speaking about, but I do see many people from the African community saying there should be a way where you can travel African, whether they're African in terms of being born and bred there or from the diaspora in other countries. They should be able to go between different African countries without a visa or easily. Um, and this should be something in the Muslim world. And we've seen previously with when there wasn't really borders and passports and stuff like this, many scholars they've easily managed to go to various different Muslim countries to study, to learn, to teach, to stay there for a long time without any trouble. And nowadays with passports, it should be even easier because if you've got a passport, we know who you are. So I don't understand why people are so afraid. Like if you say you go from Egypt, maybe Al Azhar, you go from Egypt, then you go to Morocco, you've got your passport, so then you know who you are. And if you stay for whether you stay for 2 weeks or you stay for 2 years, it shouldn't really make a difference because you've got your passport, they know who you are, and you've got enough money to support you for that time. But that's a different story. But generally, traveling, let's say for a holiday, up to 90 days, let's say, between Muslim countries, this is something that should be possible, but it isn't. Because, first of all, many countries, it's become so about your own country, about nationalism, is about, oh, I'm Jordanian, I'm Egypt, I'm Morocco, and even we've seen from Morocco and Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria, sometimes many people hate each other, even though they're pretty much very similar in language, in culture, in cuisine, in history. Um, Bangladesh, Pakistan was similar. Other countries are similar. You see stuff like this. But if we did something like this to strengthen the Muslims, just something like this, it will make a lot more progress and a lot easier for many people, including scholars and students of knowledge and the general population, to be able to a bit more easily go to different Muslim countries. But I guess if that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna ever happen. But if it's gonna happen, it's a very very long time away, perhaps even decades away. That I wouldn't see in my lifetime. Many people wouldn't see it in their lifetime. And if it did happen, maybe certain people wouldn't like it and they'd stop it. Like we always see when Muslims want to think of something positive and it strengthens them, people get afraid. Why did they get afraid? It's not because it's radical. It's not because it's anything illegal. It's because it strengthens them and they know Muslims in strength or something that you can't just ignore from history. But this question should be spoken about now with something like this, with a flight between those countries, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Something like this should be spoken about, and hope more people speak about it. More people with platform, with bigger followings, um, with maybe even more impact in terms of maybe what they say has more of an impact than other people, to just sow the seeds of something like this happening, whether it happens now or happens in 100 years, but just to begin again. Now, just not even begin it, just put it into people's mind that something like this can happen, and who knows, maybe it will happen.